As all this is unfolding in Iraq and Iran, an African terror group which pledges allegiance to al-Qaeda attacked a U.S. military base in Kenya. One American service member, 2 Defense Department contractors were killed in the attack. Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility. And in the face of these new threats, President Trump is lashing out with new threats of his own, taking on Iran and Iraq, taunting Congress. Cecilia Vega is at the White House with the latest. Good morning, Cecilia.
George, good morning to you. President Trump has long said that he does not want to see endless wars in the Middle East, but this latest threat brings us closer than ever to conflict with Iran, and Democrats want to know why now. They are demanding to see evidence of the White House's claim that this attack on Soleimani was a response to an imminent threat. This morning, President Trump is back at the White House and threatening a swift and potentially disproportionate response if Iran retaliates. But despite the escalating tension, the president and his aides insist killing Qasem Soleimani was the right move.
It's very clear the world's a safer place today. Qasem Soleimani no longer walks the planet.
The president also threatened to target 52 Iranian sites, some of them important to Iran and the Iranian culture, if Tehran strikes back, a potential international war crime and violation of the Geneva Convention. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in damage control mode.
Why is the president threatening Iran with war crimes?
Yeah, we'll behave lawfully. We'll behave inside the system. We always have and we always will.
But just hours later, President Trump saying the exact opposite, telling reporters, quote, "They're allowed to kill our people, they're allowed to torture and maim our people, and we're not allowed to touch their cultural site. It doesn't work that way." The New York Times reporting military leaders were stunned when President Trump decided to kill Soleimani, top brass viewing his death as the most extreme option they presented to the president. And according to the paper, initially, President Trump did not take it. But he changed his mind after seeing news reports of Iranian-backed attacks on the American embassy in Baghdad. Some Democrats lashing out, saying the White House has yet to provide proof of its claim that Soleimani's death was in response to an imminent threat.
Look, everybody knows that Soleimani was a very bad, despicable guy. There's no debate there. But the claim of an imminent threat, they have not supported.
Any military action requires congressional notification, but President Trump now says his tweets should serve as formal notice to lawmakers.
It's President Trump raising his middle finger at the Congress.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi announcing the House will vote on a resolution this week to limit the president's military actions in Iran, calling the attack that killed Soleimani provocative and disproportionate. And President Trump is now threatening Iraq. He told reporters overnight that if the country goes through with this parliamentary vote to end foreign military presence in the country, he will make Iraq repay the U.S. the billions that he says it spent to build an air base there. He says we are not leaving unless they pay us back, and that, quote, we will charge them sanctions like they've never seen before, George.
So, Cecilia, in Congress right now, Nancy Pelosi, you said, is going to be pushing for a vote to forestall any new military action. You have Democrats also continuing to raise questions about that intelligence, whether it really showed an attack was imminent.
Yeah, George, so far the administration has kept its reasoning for this attack on Soleimani classified. Well, now 2 top Senate Democrats are demanding on the White House and the president to immediately and completely declassify the information. We're talking about Chuck Schumer and Bob Menendez. They wrote, quote, "An entirely classified notification is simply not appropriate in any democratic society." George, we also heard the same thing from Pelosi over the weekend. She called this move highly unusual.
Like this. Cecilia Vega, thanks very much. Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.